What's up, friends? Welcome to my channel, Collecting is Fun, where I show you that collecting is fun. And then this one, we're going to be looking at the Chameleon from Spider-Man 90's, the animated series, Spider-Man TOS, as they want to call it. Man, in my other review, I talked about how I got all three of these figures that I wanted to get from Amazon, and I was happy to find them all at Target. Now this one I wasn't planning on keeping this in the box anyway. So, I mean, I'm definitely going to cut them out and keep the card. But I wasn't going to keep them in there because, I mean, I just kind of wanted to at least take a look at it and open them up. But this one was open at the store. So, I went ahead and got my good old 15% discount. And you got to make sure you do that, man. Some people don't want to do it. Some people, they're like, oh, it's just a policy. I mean, it's not a practice. What is it? It's not a policy. It's just a practice. Like, well, you need to go ahead and practice that right now. Give me my 15%. And some of them stick with just 10%. Like, no, give me 15%. This thing is open. All right? So, don't let them skeet out on giving you your discount, because it is definitely supposed to be happening. Now, if it's damaged on the side or whatever like that, sure, they can give you 10%. But if it's open, yes, 15%. Take it. Do not settle for less. But anyway, so it was fine. You know, it was $24.99, and it went down to like, what, $21, $23 with tax after that. So that was cool. So I'm happy to have this figure. Because the Chameleon was something that we thought we were going to get a long time ago, or we thought, or some people thought, that Hasbro was going to skip out on doing this, because they had the whole VHS packs, and they came out with Alistair Smythe, like, oh, Alistair's here? Wait a minute, okay. And we're thinking, okay, where's Chameleon? And here it is, right here in the retro card pack, and I'm glad they did that. They didn't have to do a 2-pack. And I'm glad, because I didn't want to spend that much money on some other character I don't really care about. But just him by himself, absolutely 100% cool. So we're going to take a look at this guy, and it's going to be cool. Now, I want to point something out. 2 things right now. One, if you look at the back, they give you a synopsis. Now, tell me if you hear something wrong here, or see something wrong right here before I even read it. Marvel's Chameleon, the half-brother of Kraven the Hunter and enemy of Spider-Man. Yes, Chameleon is a master of disguise and ultimate undercover spy. Now, what's the problem? When in the world was Kraven the half-brother of the Chameleon? There's only one time that I know of, and that is in the Kraven movie, the Sony production. That is when we saw Kraven the Hunter, and then he later on in the movie, it was revealed who he was, and you can kind of piece some stuff together as the movie was going forth. But that was the only time that I think ever was. I don't know, but that was the only time I know that Kraven and the Chameleon were brothers, and that's just in that movie, and that movie didn't do well, which is ridiculous, right? So Spider-Man 90's, that is absolutely not. This Chameleon is the Chameleon from Spider-Man 90's, the 90's show. So in that particular story, regardless of comic books or whatnot, in that particular story, he is not at all related to Kraven. He actually got his belt, his technology, from the Red Skull. It's right there in the episode. It's like one of those episodes of the Insidious 6. Right, and yes, Insidious, because they couldn't use the word sinister because they didn't think that would sound too good with kids watching. So it's the Insidious 6, and the Red Skull's son comes into the picture, and he's given a small taste, a small history lesson about the Chameleon, saying, yeah, my father gave him this technology so he can be the ultimate spy. Yes, so he got it from the Red Skull, man. What in the world? I don't know why they put this on the packaging. It absolutely has nothing to do with them. But anyway, that's neither here nor there right now, because I'm definitely not showing the back. I'm going to be showing the front. And I would like to get Electro, Francis Fry. That's the only other person I would get. And I mean, listen, I know people want to get the official and all the other stuff. I know some folks don't want to jump on CT Toys, and yes, I get it. However, I myself cannot fully advocate to get this when CT Toys gave you all those different features and accessories. That is a replica of the, what was it? Amazing Yamaguchi? Yeah, Rebel Tech. I don't see how. This right here, I'm sure Hasbro, they might have updated the mold or updated the articulation or something, but you don't get hardly any of that stuff. You get like what, an extra head, extra hands, guns. You don't get tentacles. You get other extra hands, extra eyes. Anyway, I'm just gonna leave that alone. I just can't see myself getting in. He is coming next. I got Spider-Boy. I'm gonna go ahead and review him after that. So I'm gonna go ahead and take him out the packaging. We'll talk about this guy. It should be not that much to talk about, but hey, it should be fun anyway. So let's do this. All right, so here he is out of the packaging. And the other thing I wanted to talk about. Well, first, it's got this big old gun, right? And this is fine. It's apropos. Assassin, you know, he doesn't do that much dirty work, but I mean, why not have a gun? Why not how to use firearms? Of course, you're not just running around disguising yourself as people. You're not just a master of disguise. Hey, what was that man's name in that movie, Dana Carvey's name? His real name or his character's name? Anyway, was it Pistachio? Yeah. You're not just Pistachio. You are, you know, somebody who is nobody you want to play with. So it's a cool gun, cool looking gun. I mean, it's I don't know what kind of gun this is, but it's fine. It's got a nice articulation to it. Let me see if we can just get it a little closer. There we go. Nice little that's the articulation. Nice sculpt. I meant, man, it's been a long day. Anyway, so I can dig it. That's cool. Now we got the handgun. Number 2. What is that about? And it's kind of basic. You know, it doesn't have too much in there, but it does have nice sculpt. You know, let you know that there's some ammunition that went here. It can lock and load or what have you. So cool. That's fine. And then you have the hands. You have 2 fist hands, whereas his hands that are on his body right now currently are the weapon holding hands. That's it. All right, and here's the other effect, which brings me to the point I wanted to make, is that he comes with the J. Jonah Jameson mask. Now, you would say, oh, that's pretty cool. He's the chameleon. Yeah, he's a master of disguise. Yeah, of course. But no, that's a problem. He doesn't use masks. He uses the technology from this belt. This belt takes the picture. It has the great technology inside of it that allows him to copy anybody, whatever size they are. I mean, he can probably get it in an upgrade or something and get like bigger sizes, like what, Juggernaut or somebody else. I think the Kingpin will probably be putting it at its limits right now, because he can do smaller frame individuals, women, men, what have you, right? But this right here is what he uses. He is not Ethan Hunt. He is not on Mission Impossible. He is not doing any of this stuff, okay? He is not the Jackal. He is not wearing any masks to hide who he really is. Hold on, let's take a look at this guy. So you got this J. Jonah Jameson mask. It's like, I don't know what to do with him. His face is all squished up. You can, I guess, have him hold it, but I mean, what's he doing? Why is he holding this? Who is going to benefit from this? What character can you use that you have can actually use this scrunched up mask of J. Jonah Jameson? Who can do it? I mean, Mystique can't use it. Morph can't use it. So who is it? It just got to be somebody who's at a costume party. You got to put like what Peter Parker's head on J. Jonah Jameson's body, because I don't have that one. I think they came out also with that Spider-Man 90's J. Jonah. So I don't have him, but if I had a chance to get him, I can put Peter Parker's head on him and then take this and have it in Peter Parker's hand. But you would need J. Jonah Jameson's body in order for this to work. You need like a suited character or something, and then you just have his hand or have this right here going, oh, fooled you. Like everybody's Ethan Hunt now because of this. So everyone has a chance to be Ethan Hunt or the Jackal because of this. So that's two different things that they did that was ridiculous with this figure already. All right, so let's just take a moment here and embrace what we have as far as the Chameleon. I should have learned his whole name, his real name, but it doesn't matter because I don't need to. He's a chameleon. That's it. That's all you really need to know about this guy, and all you really care to know is that he is a master of disguise, and he will get in there, do his job, and get out of there. He doesn't have to have all these extra skills. He's that dude. You know, he's that spy, that fly on the wall. Like, man, dude, what? Sabotage. I remember that episode. He was doing some sabotaging work, boy. He was acting as Peter Parker. He was kissing on Mary Jane and stuff. He was doing some dirt, boy. All right, so here we are with the articulation of this guy. Because the look is really cool. He's got this nice, light purple outfit on. He's got the nice strap here. He's got the arm gauntlets here, what have you. He looks cool. He looks fine. All right? He's not doing too much of anything. He's got the regular articulation, but the articulation is still good. And there we go. And I noticed that on my other one. They got the little white marking on their boots. But that's fine. It's not a big issue for that to be there. He's got left and right feet. So he can look like he's running. That's a ridiculous kickback, but he is running, trying to get away because he might be good at this job, but at some point in time, you might need to book. And he is out of there. That's a weird looking run, but you got it. At least he runs better than Ezra Miller. But there you go. Ezra Miller's Flash, I'll say. I don't know how he really runs in real life. But whatever. Yeah. So yeah, he needs to get out of Dodge because this dude just got through assassinating Martin Luther or whomever. You know, Winston Churchill. I know I'm going way back, but I'm just picking names. And there he is. He is out there trying to get away. And, oh, you looking at me. And then he just all of a sudden does the whole James Bond pose because I'm trying to die another day, right? So that's what he's doing. He's saying he's trying to die another day, and I am not fooling with this. All right, so I just noticed this. This moves. Let's take a look at this closely. What is this? Why does this move? Why did that need to move? That's, okay. I mean, yeah, it does cover that little spot right there on his neck. That's cool, but why did it need to move, though? You understand? See what I'm saying? Like, what? Let me put you in a certain position here so we can take a look closely here. Why did that need to move? Now, you can pull it up and see that. You can twist it. No, why, though? Just leave it here. And then you have that. But, I mean, you know, we're not going to be concerned about that. But you're going to bring it up something? No, that's not going to work. So leave it there. And it just doesn't move. But it's moving, though. All right, let's take a look at his face. This is a good-looking face. Menacing-looking face. That is straight up Powder right there. You remember that movie Powder with Neil Patrick Flannery? This Powder right there. This is Powder. This is one of those aliens from Alien Prometheus, whatever those things were called. They like created the alien xenomorphs, what have you. Were they gods or something? There was something, I forgot what they were. But anyway, yeah, this is a albino whatever, but that's cool look. Interesting look, man. I mean, I would definitely wouldn't wear this, but this is what he wears. This is his MO right here. Got all of this with the red. Got the M. Bison look. That's what it is. So he can be in M. Bison's camp. And he's like, I need an assassin like you. And he just all of a sudden just turns into I don't know, William Guile or someone. You can put him in the Street Fighter crew. There you go. Now we have multi-purpose for Chameleon because he is anywhere and everywhere. This guy right here. All right. So, like I said, that was pretty much it with the articulation. It's the same typical thing. They can swivel. He's got the little shin swivel there. So he can, if he needs to, do a little jumping and kicking the door down, sure he can. He's got the musculature, so maybe he's got some other kind of athletic ability. He can, of course, like I said, fight, and I think this probably is better because I don't think he's going to be doing a whole lot of taekwondo or nothing. But yes, this is cool. And like you saw the head moves up and down like with no issues. And then you have the torso moving up and down. This is about as far as it can go. Far back. Wait a minute. You can go back further than that. Thank you. What in the world's going on? Okay, so now he's just, all right, this is weird. Now he's looking like he's filling his chest with air so he can dive underwater or something. This is weird now. Hold on, let me put his arm down. Maybe that's what it is. Because it's, all right, it was an arm. Because, there we go. Now it looks better. Now he's looking up. And, of course, it'll look better once I, So, yeah, he's looking up, looking at the spaceship. Nick Fury is flying above with the helicarrier, and he's like, you're following me. God dang it. And he's just like, let me get out of here, right? All right, let's see how the other gun looks. Boom, cack, boom, boom, cack. Okay, nice. So the finger goes in the hole. That's good. That's good. I was concerned about that. I was wondering. So the finger goes nicely in the hole. See that? And so he can come out looking like I am. Take me to your control room, give me your disc, give me your data, whatever it is. And he's got this other gun here holding the other folks hostage. So he's coming out and he's just like, I'm ready. So who wants some? Well, not really who wants some. It's just because he's not all about that. If he gets to this point, I think his cover's been blown. And I think in that episode, his cover got blown a few times, but if it wasn't for Spider-Man, who's meddling, he would be getting away with it because he has a history of doing some things, messing up some situations, causing governments to topple and all that stuff. So overall, the Chameleon's a cool character. He really is. And I'm glad that Hasbro actually made this character because this is a character you can have a lot of fun with. So I am appreciative of this. I thank Hasbro for doing something like this. Because, again, some folks thought we were not going to get the Chameleon. But we got him. Who else is actually left in the whole Spider-Man animated series line? Retro card, VHS tape. Who's next? Man, who's the last of the Mohicans with this stuff? It's, let me see. Because we got Scorpion, Matt Gargan, Vulture, I think old and young, Alistair Smythe, Kingpin is ridiculously huge. We got Aunt May. Man, Flash, we don't need Flash Thompson. Dang, who else can we get? Maybe more of the spiders from no, we need Madam Web. That's what we need. We need Madam Web. I know I want a Madam Web. Not that Madam Web, from Sony. But I want, like, the live action Sony, I should say. But yeah, I do want a Madam Web. That would be really cool. Chair and everything. Ooh, if they did that, they'd probably definitely make that around $50 or so with that chair, or $60 or so. But we will get it because it's Madam Web and it's the chair. So you'll feel like it's worth it. Just like the bike with Ghost Rider, Danny Ketch. Dan Ketchum. Catch Me If You Can. That guy. Come on. So, yeah, I think this is cool. I hope they do something else. I hope they grab some more folks out of that Spider-Man line. And I don't mean, like, grabbing some characters and then putting them on the whole Spider-Man 90s blister card. Don't do that. I'm talking about characters that actually come from the show. Like this guy came from the show and you put him in that card. Cool. The retro card, not the modern, the retro card. Give us that. Give us some more of those and I don't know, finish it out or try it out. I don't know, man. It's cool. You got Hydro Man in there. What the Spot? He's not in there just yet, is he? Did they do the Spot yet other than the Spider-Verse one? You know, there's so many others I can try to think of right now. But I'm not going to go do that. I'm just going to go ahead and get out of here because this is, again, a cool looking figure. It's really nice. It's what you would want a Hasbro figure to be, what you would want the Chameleon to be. They knocked it out of the park on this one. There's nothing I can say is wrong with this guy. The paints are fine. The paint applications are fine. It is what it is, man. There's nothing wrong. So that's the end of the video, man. I hope you enjoyed it. I was kind of all over the place. I need to go ahead and go to bed. But wanted to have a little fun with this. Hope you have some fun too. And I hope you continue to keep collecting because collecting is fun. Because it gives you that chance to be a kid again, that dose of dopamine, man, it really helps you out. It's something that you should not take lightly because this does help out, man. Play with your figures, man. Create stories, do voices, do all the stuff. Play with some kids, whatever, man. Have fun, yo. It's just fun stuff. That's all it is, man. Don't take it too seriously, man. All right, folks, I'm out of here. Thank you once again. Be blessed.